Hello viewers. So how are you? How's the life going? I made this video on Palindrome Number Program. So this video is basically about this video gives you the whole program for Palindrome number. So I would like to start the explanation. So the first statement consists of import java.title.scanner and then a semicolon. So here import is a keyword which is used to import several classes from other packages which is not present in your private package, from other packages which are already pre-built by programmers in Java. So here the package is util package from which the scanner class is imported into this. So into this package. The package name is texted and more programs, and the program's name, basically the file's name, is palindrome. The class name is palindrome, right? So we get into the the name of the class is palindrome. This is the main function which we have created by using the keyword static. Public is the access specifier, which is telling that which person or how many people can access this program. So it is public, so anybody can access this program. And static is the modifier, which is basically making this as the main function. And void is the return type, which will tell us that which will give or return a specific type of value out of the function when the function has calculated or computed the answer. If we had written int here, or we had written double here, or anything like that, if we had written wait a second, if we had written string, anything like that, then it will give that type of value to us after computing the actual result. For example, if we had written double here, right, and after writing double, if we have written double and the main function computes the result out to be 5, so it will not return us the value as 5, but it will return the value as 5.0. And similarly, if we write here integer, so it will return only 5. You get the point, right? Because double is a double type function, decimal type value, so in every case it will return a decimal type value. Since 5 is not decimal type value, so it makes it 5.0. Yeah, that's simple to understand. Integer type value is this without any decimal. Even if the answer is coming out to be 5.6, then the Java compiler will only take this value and it will ignore this value to return only 5. Okay, so now get to the program. Void is basically which will not return any type of value. It will just give out the answer. For example, if the answer is 5.6, it will not make any changes with the answer. Since this is not a 5.6 program, but this is a checking program. You can say that this is a checking program which is going to check whether a number is a palindrome number or not. First of all, after coming into before under the block of this main function, we create this object, scanner object, by writing this statement that scanner SC is equal to new scanner. Here scanner is the name of the class, SC is the name of the object, and new is the keyword which is used to create an object of the scanner class. System.in is basically an input output stream function which is used to input a value from the user and then compute the value and then have a function forming on that value, right? And then system.out.println, please import the number, is the statement which we have written to make the user aware that he has to input a particular number. And we declare some variables in the next line here, but we declare a variable here and at sc.nextInt. Now let me explain this. In this, int x is basically an variable name whose name is x and whose data type is integer. So this is the integer type value. The user cannot input and decimal type value or any other type of value, not neither float nor double, but only integer type of value. So into x he inputs the value, we write the name of the scanner object here, then dot and then next int. This is basically the syntax how to input a particular number into an variable using scanner class. Then we move on. We have all the variables here which we require in the program. So I'm really sorry guys, but I wrote a program just before starting this video, and so that I could be very efficient while explaining and I don't make any mistakes. Yeah, I do commit a lot of mistakes. Yeah. And then we create a while loop here in which we put the condition as that x is not equal to 0, so which means that this while loop will keep on working until x is not equal to 0. While x becomes 0, this whole loop will terminate, and then the Java compiler will go to the Java controller, will move on to the part of the program which is after this termination of this loop. And now let's enter this loop. While we all know that there are three types of loop, right? Wait a second, I would write here. I would write the loops for while to while. We have these three types of loops, and we are using while loop here. This is syntax of the while loop. R is a variable whose data type is integer, and R we have inputted as R is equal to x modulus of 10, right? Then x is suppose let's assume a value 65. Okay, 65 is the value which we assumed as x here. R is an integer type variable. Rev, which is whose initial value is 0, is an integer type variable, and m is equal to x, which means that m is an integer type variable which will store the value of x, that is 65, right? So m is equal to 65. R is equal to x modulus 10, which means that R is equal to 65 modulus 10, and the answer becomes 6, because modulus function doesn't work like the division function. Like for example, 65 divided by 10 is equal to 6.5, right? But in modulus function we get the remainder. For example, when we divide 72 divided by 10, it is equal to 7.2. But here in this case, when we use the modulus function, it becomes equal to 2, because 70 is divisible by 2, which means that we have got the quotient as 7 and the remainder is 2. So basically we are getting every time the last number. For example, if you get here 572, so 570 is divisible by 10, that is 57 is the quotient, but the remainder is 2, so we get the last number. For example, if 1056, anything you're going to type, and now we're getting the value of 2, because 10546523 blah 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 is divisible by 10, but in the end we have got 2. If it was 0, then it would be 0, because the remainder is 0. But now we have a number here, so it is, for example, 5, so here is 5. We had earlier 2, so now 2. Okay, I think so you have understood this. The value of R has come out to be 5. So here R is 5, and REV is REV into 10 plus R. That is, REV is in 0 for the first time, that is reverse. Reverse is equal to 0 into 10 plus R. R is 5, so it becomes 0 plus 5, that is 5. REV becomes 5. Now the value of REV is 5, not 0. This is the catch in the program, that the value changes from 0 to 5, because we have already stored this value into REV, not this value. We have used this value, but now inside the loop the value of REV is 5, right? X is equal to x divided by 10. X is what? 5. So 5 also, wait a second, x is 6.5. I mean x is 65. What I am supposed to say? Come on, man. X is 65, and when we divide it by 10, it becomes equal to 6.5. And since x is an integer type value, so it will ignore this part and will print only this part. So in the end the value of x becomes equal to 6. So x is equal to 6. 6.5 is the answer, but x is the integer type value, so x is 6. And then X is 6, REV is 5. We go back to the loop condition. So while 6 is not equal to 0, this is true, we enter the loop. R is, let's try to move on quickly. Let's try to move faster. So R is 6. Now wait a second. R is nothing but right now. X is 6 and x 6 modulus 10 is 6. This is the rule that n modulus 10 is equal to n. So basically any number modulus 10 is equal to the number itself. So REV is equal to REV. REV is 5. REV is equal to 5 into 10 plus R, that is 6. That is 56. X is equal to 6 divided by 10, that is 0.6, but we will take only the integer type value. Integer type value comes out to be 0. So we get 0 as x, and then since 0 is equal to 0, so this loop terminates and it comes here. If m, that is 65, is equal to REV, that is 56, then palindrome number, else it is not a palindrome number, right? So we take the example, one second. Yes, we put the value as 65 here and enter. It is the number is not a palindrome number. Yeah, obviously. We get put input 44. It is a palindrome number. Yeah. So this is the program, guys, and I've written this rule. You can rewind the video and take the screenshot of the program. And thank you so much for your love. And I will surely bring new programs to this channel, Texture Shorts. I mean Texture and Mold. And please subscribe Texture Shorts also. I'm going to put some new videos. And yeah, please subscribe the channel and like the video if you found it useful. Comment and yeah, meet in the new video. Thanks for watching.